Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Oldham County Fiscal Court. I'm David Vogel, Judge Executive. Happy to have all of you here today for our first meeting in January 2024. We're not on the same day we normally are. We're normally on Tuesday, but today's Thursday. So we moved the meeting to Thursday to give our staff a little more time to get 2024 under their belt. So if you're able, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I ask Tara Long to please call the record, or call the...
Magistrate
Roll.
Likens.
Here.
Magistrate Tice.
Here.
Magistrate Woosley.
Here.
Magistrate Jeffries.
Here.
Magistrate Hounds.
Here.
Magistrate Hawkins. Here. Magistrate Dye.
Present.
Magistrate Logston.
Here.
Judge Vogel.
Here, having all members of the fiscal court present, this meeting is now in session. Is there a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved. Second.
This is a special call meeting, so there'll be no additions to the agenda. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Now we'll have, is there a motion to approve the minutes from our last meeting?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Time now for public comment, the time during our meeting when members of the public are able to approach and speak to the fiscal court if they so desire. And we'll ask Becky Zockline for our first presenter.
Thank you, Judge. I just want to remind all of you members of the fiscal court and the members of the public that the recycling center is still accepting Christmas trees. These are cut Christmas trees, not artificial, not live with a root ball. And I want to give a shout out to our road department who has been out several times already chewing up the Christmas trees that have been dropped so far. I also want to give out a shout out to the road department for assisting our facility manager in cleaning up the amazing volume of cardboard that we were gifted with over the weekend. So they've been helpful and bringing in extra equipment, and we're getting that cleaned up. It should be ready for another productive weekend.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it, Becky.
Just one quick question.
Sure.
Could you give us the date of the electronic recycling in March? I know it's a little
It'll
ways
be
out.
March 23rd in the Oldham County High School student parking lot, which is across from our maintenance facility.
Okay, March
And-
23rd.
Yes, and that is specifically targeting tube and projection style televisions. Those are the only electronics we do not accept.
Okay, thank you.
What was that again? What was it you don't take?
The only ones we don't take at year-round are projection and tube-style televisions.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. Anyone else to address the fiscal court? Seeing no one, I'll close public comment. Go on to the first item on our agenda here today, which is going to be a short agenda, our 2024 Oldham County Clerk budget. Amy Albee.
Thank you, Judge. Members of court. You should have received in your email packets the Oldham County Clerk's 2024 proposed budget. I'll be happy to go over any questions that you have on that or any of the anticipated revenue or expenses on there. You will see that we anticipate, my cheaters on here. The estimated year-end excess fees of $532,000. Again, that's just estimated. It will most likely be a little more than that because there are certain items that we will not expend in, or had expended in the month of December. So we anticipate that should be a little bit more than that. The proposed 2024 budget is excess fees of $679,683. A lot of this depends on motor vehicle values, what we collect, and then we remit back to the other institutions, the fire departments, the state, things of that nature. And then also our deed room fees were down quite a bit because of lack of house sales. A lot of people aren't selling homes right now or refinancing, so there's a lot less recordings and stuff. So we hope that maybe in 2024 that is going to turn around and people will start buying and selling homes a little bit more, or refinancing with interest rates dropping. So there was a lot of information that was provided to you, but by KRS 64533, that is where fiscal court has to set the maximum amount for deputies and assistants salaries for my office. So that number includes full-time salaries and wages, overtime wages, part-time wages and salaries, sick, vacation, and holiday leave, health insurance, other insurances such as dental and life insurance that we also provide, like the county, and the employer match for Social Security and retirement, as well as holiday leave. I did budget 4% increase for my staff for 2024, and then you'll see that the overall increase was 6.5%, and I do have one employee that is currently part-time that we would like to go to full-time. I do have an open position in the deed room, but because it's been so slow there, we have not filled that position, but I still want to keep that position available in case we do, things do increase and we do need a third person back there. It's tough if one's sick. It leaves just one person in the deed room, so it makes it a little hard for them to go to lunch, or if they have vacation scheduled, things of that nature, if someone calls in sick. But the part-time person that is going to full-time, she will be a backup motor vehicle clerk. She currently does all of our liens for the county. So she does issues all of our liens and does lien releases. She'll be a passport clerk as well, and she will also be backup for the deed room as well. So.
Judge, I'll make the motion that we approve the order setting maximum amount for fee office officials, deputies, and assistants.
I'm still second.
And I'm sorry, I don't think I read that amount. It was $1,638,566 for the record. I did not read that in.
I believe we've got two approvals here, one for the setting the maximum amount for deputies, another just approving the budget.
Correct.
So you're making a motion to set the maximum salaries for staff members in the clerk's office, millions, and benefits and all the other things that go with the salary. It's $1.6 million, $1,638,566.
Yes, sir.
All right, we got a motion and a second on that. Now discussion. Magistrate Hawkins.
Is this something that we approve, or is this something that we accept?
Approve.
Okay.
This is county money. All right, Magistrate Dye.
I believe you do the budget, then the deputies, in that order.
I was doing it in the order. It was in the,
I think that's what we've always done. How can you approve the deputies if you haven't approved the budget?
Well,
I think it's semantics.
I understand. Let's do the budget then. You might.
I'll make this motion that we approve the clerk's budget as presented.
Second.
All right, discussion. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Now, Magistrate Hounds.
I'll make the motion that we set the annual order setting maximum amount for fee officials, deputies, and assistants at $1,638,566.
Second. Again.
Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you. And just while I do have the microphone, just a reminder to anyone that is watching that motor vehicle services are unavailable in Oldham County as well as the other 119 counties in Kentucky. We are set to resume services back January 10th at 8 a.m. At all three locations. We've gotten numerous phone calls of people saying, well, can you just look this up? We have no access to the software at this time. So we cannot look up anything up to tell you what your taxes are due or anything of that nature. Our LaGrange office is open from 8 to 4, and that's for doing any recordings in in the deed room, as well as marriage license. The office will be open. The election department will be open tomorrow until 4 o'clock because per KRS, they have till 4 p.m. tomorrow to file for local offices, which includes LaGrange City Council. So we have made sure that we have reached out to the city. They are aware of that. And that way, if they get any questions, that they know that they can also come to our office for the election department will be open till 4 o'clock tomorrow to receive anybody that wants to submit their nomination forms for LaGrange City Council. And thank you for
All
your
right, thank
patience.
you. All right, now we have our payables. First time we're going to pay the bills for the year.
Make a motion, we'll pay the bills.
Okay, is there a motion? Second?
Second.
Is there a second? All right, any discussion on these bills? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Motion carries. Keep America Beautiful grant application. Becky?
Judge, I came across this grant application and I saw it as a great opportunity to augment our mitigation against cigarette waste throughout the county. It is the #1 littered item in the world. And so Keep America Beautiful is offering this opportunity to provide both stationary cigarette waste receptacles that can be put in public spaces. I've got a green light from Gary Parsons to be able to put those in our parks. And also I would be using the grant to purchase disposable ashtrays for folks so that while they're walking around, they don't throw their cigarette butts on the ground. And then thirdly, I'll be using it for public education to augment what we're already doing. So we already have a program, and that would adds weight to our awardability for this grant. And it ranges from $5,000 to $20,000. And I'm looking at around, I may go all the way up to 20,000, I'm not sure.
All right. Is there a motion I'd be allowed to sign this application?
Judge, I'd like to make the motion that we allow you to sign the grant application for submission and also sign the acceptance form if awarded the grant.
All right, is there a second on that? Second. All right, second, Magistrate Likens. Any discussion on it? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Thank
All right,
you.
motion carries, all right. Time now for our second public comment today. Is there anybody who would like to address the fiscal court at this point? All right, seeing no one, we'll close public comment and mention this is going to be a short meeting. We didn't have too much on the agenda that came up during the holidays, so. Any magistrates like to make any final comments here? Magistrate Logston?
We had a great grand opening, our second grand opening of the, I guess it's a Crestwood Library now it's South Oldham Library. So it was a great event this morning. Thank you all for the ones that magistrates that showed up. Thank you all for showing up. Judge, thank you for doing the proclamation. It's a great turnout. I'm glad they're open again.
All right, thank you. Magistrate Dye.
Thank you, Judge. I'm not going to talk about taking care of your Christmas presents, which you certainly should have inside your house by now. But during the holidays, I was notified by a citizen of the county about a issue of dogs not being kept on a leash. The ordinance in the county is very direct on that. And I don't know all the story about what exactly happened, so I'm not going to say what I heard because I don't know how much truth there is to it. But if you have a dog or dogs, please keep them on a leash no matter what, per the county ordinance. So I understand it was a situation that was unfortunate and maybe could have been eliminated. But with that being said, Happy New Year.
All right, thank you. Happy New Year to you. Magistrate Hawkins.
I wanted to say this is the start of my 6th year as county magistrate, and just as grateful to be here today as I was the first year. So I wanted to say thank you to my constituents for the continued opportunity. And that's all I have today, Judge.
All right, thank you. Magistrate Hounds.
Yes, thank you, Judge. between the last fiscal court and this fiscal court, we had one of the founders of the Oldham County EMS and paramedics, Lee Parrish, retire. He had, I believe, 40 years in the service, and I would say that everybody knew Lee that worked in emergency services, whether it be police, fire, EMS, and he will be greatly missed with the service. Also, between now and the next meeting that we have, one of our dispatchers, Tom McKay, is going to be retiring, and Tom has 26 and some change, I believe, as a dispatcher in Oldham County. Both those folks have been a staple in emergency services for a long time. And then we did our second annual food collection donations, and I took those donations up to High Point after our last meeting, and we had over 400 pounds of food that we donated to High Point. I think that's a great tribute to the people of Oldham County, and next year we're going to do the third annual. We'll try to start a little bit earlier this year because I caught some flack because we only had it open for like 2 weeks. So we will try to start a little bit early next year and see how much more successful we can be. Thank you.
All right, Magistrate Jeffries, sorry.
Yeah, I think I'm good today. I don't have anything that in a shortened meeting, so wish everybody a happy new year also.
Measure Woosley.
I just also wanted to mention Tom McCain. When I started as a dispatcher with Post 5 27 years ago, Tom was working Oldham County Dispatch, and he was one of those guys that I knew I could call and count on. So I just appreciate his service to all of us. That's all I have.
Magistrate Tice.
I'd like to mention again, as I'm going to try to remember to do throughout the coming years, is that always blood is needed, so if you can and want to, donate blood. And conflicts in the world and all, we've been short of blood forever, so put that on your agenda. Thank you.
Magistrate Likens.
Nothing, Judge. Thank you.
All right. I think I'd really like to wish everyone a very happy new year. We're off to a good start again this year. A lot of projects underway in the county. I think looking for the off-ramps on the interstate to be open soon. They were going to be mid-December. Now we're heading toward mid-January, but I think it'll be coming up quite soon. And other projects that between Schomburg Park, the courthouse, AT&T finishing all its project by the end of March, and the animal control building and the remodeling of our church building next door. We've got a lot of things underway. Probably forgot something right then. Have I missed anything in the construction zone? The Aquatic Center, all right, the Aquatic Center. We're going to have it open by...
In the pool.
The pool will be open by Memorial Day. So everybody can, get your trunks now while...
Judge, is there an over and under on that?
Pardon?
Is there an over and under on that?
Right, I don't know. Yeah, no, just under, no over.
Okay, all right.
It's going to be on time or not at all. So, all right. I'm just kidding. It will be there. So, all right. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.